Merhaba sevgili oyundaşlar, YouTube amca kanalından herkese selamlar, sevgiler. Kanalıma hoş geldiniz sevgili dostlar. Sveti Kotar'ın 4. bölümüyle kaldığımız yerden hikayeye devam ediyoruz. Bir önceki bölümde kardeşimizin eşi Nikolay'la araştırmalara devam etmiştik. Buradaki teyzemiz Vera teyzemiz bizi ormana yönlendirmişti. Şimdi ormana doğru bir gidelim. Ormanda araştırmalarımızı yapalım. Bize ne gibi ipuçları verecek, neler olacak, ne yapacağız hep birlikte göreceğiz. Haydi bakalım Benedek. Yürü ormana doğru. Koştur biraz, koştur. Yürü. Yürü Benedek, yürü.
The path the old lady told me about. It's too dark and terrifying.
Çok karanlık ve korkunçtu ya, haklı.
All sorts of negative emotions are hitting me in this blackness and I can't see a thing. I need light.
Tamam, ışığa ihtiyacımız var. Geri dön o zaman. Şimdi lamba şeyde vardı. Evde vardı yanlış hatırlamıyorsam. Lambayı alalım.
Do you mind if I take this lamp?
That dust collecting thing is here because I inherited it with the house. Go ahead, but don't forget to return it. Sometimes it gets very dark in this valley. Without a lamp, I could get lost.
Darker than this? It appears to be empty. I need to find some oil to make it work.
Evet, tamam. Yukarıda yağ vardı. Yukarıda kasede yağ vardı. Onu alalım biz. Yürü Benedek. Koş.
A giant bowl made out of clay, filled with what seems to be some type of oil.
Tamam, yağ var.
This should be enough.
Tamam, yeterli mi? Koş. Hadi koş Benedek. Daha ormana gideceğiz, araştırma yapacağız. Hadi ormana Benedek, hadi. Şimdi lambayı al eline. Niye almıyorsun?
It's not going to work.
Niye işe yaramayacak abicim?
If I didn't come here, thoughts like this would never cross my mind.
Şimdi lamba var ama işe yaramaz diyor. Neden işe yaramaz diyor. Şimdi şöyle bir saksıyı biraz çalıştıralım. Karanlık, ışığa ihtiyacımız var. Lambamız var. Lambayı yakmak için bir kibrite ihtiyacımız var. Işık olması için kibrit lazım, kibrit. Şimdi dur. Evde kibrit var mıydı acaba? Ona bir bakmak lazım. Evden bir kibrit bulabilirsek iyi olur. Abla sende kibrit var mı?
Never mind.
Yukarı bak Benedek. Kibrit olabilecek yer. Tablo. Şurada acaba olabilir
This
mi?
bookshelf was full of books before. A lot of them are missing now.
Yok. Ağaç resmi. Burada yok. Dur. Vera teyzenin ışıkları yanıyordu. Vera teyze de olabilir. Dur. Vera teyze de olabilir. Koş koş koş koş. Benedek. Vera teyzeye doğru koş. Pencereye git bakalım. Vera teyze de belki olabilir. Onda çıkabilir. Aynen öyle. Yanınızda fazla kibrit
Do
var mı
you
acaba?
happen to have any spare matches? You are afraid of darkness. Look into the angel's vase. Take what you find. I will. Thank you, Madame Vera. Excuse me.
Melek. Yine bak dedi vazosuna bakalım.
I can see a matchbox, which I'm taking. And a strange crucifix that looks more like a weapon of sorts. I believe it could kill a beast. As long as I'm trapped in this valley, I might need it. And since Vera wrote I could take whatever I find in here, I'm taking that too.
Diğer vazoya bakalım, bunda bir şey var mı?
It's empty.
Koşma. Koş koş. Koş koş koş koş koş. Şu ormana bir gidelim bakalım. Şimdi kibritimiz var. Aynen öyle bak. Kibritle yaktıktan sonra sıkıntı olmadı işte. O güzel. Yürü Benedek.
Oh my god. This is horrible. I've never seen so many.
Ne gördün ya?
It's a dumping site.
Çöplük.
Moths, symbols of fake
Güveler,
faith.
sahte inancın simgesi. Bu yanın üzerinde ziyafet çektikten sonra hastalıktan ölmüşe benziyorlar.
It's that same dreadful mass from
Balkondakiler
the
aynı
balcony.
korkunç kütle. Bunu kim yaptıysa
Whoever did
korkunç
this
bir
has a
ruhu
wicked
olmalı.
soul. The crows must have been fetching
Kargaları
it here.
buraya getirip
and leaving it
balkona
on the
yiyor olmalı.
balcony.
Ama neden? Kargalar buraya
But
getirip
for what
balkona yiyor
reason?
olmalı ama neden?
Two different kinds of footprints here. Fresh footprints. No way I can be sure one of them belongs to Victoria, but this proves Vera was right. She wasn't imagining the whispers from the woods.
Ama şey gibi sanki biri büyük biri küçük. Yani bayanların genelde ayak yapısı küçük olur. Biri bayana benziyor.
I wonder, how could my sister possibly know the warden? Where did they meet? He was looking for her last night before the incident, and then they talked afterwards here. Why? Something must have happened to her in the last few years. Both of our parents perished, and now our bloodline is cursed. It's not a fairy tale. It's our reality. I have to go to the lodge. Tell Nikolay I was right. He can do whatever he wants after that. I did my part. I'm leaving. No one can judge me or condemn me after...
Karga geliyor.
No! Get off! Get off! Get off! No!
Ama bak korkak herifsin ya Benedek.
I have to get out of here immediately.
Koş koş. Koş o zaman. Çabuk. Benedek hızlı yürü. Şimdi bir dakika, ne diyor abi? Nikolay'la konuşmak için konuk evine git. Tamam. O zaman konuk evine doğru yola çıkalım.
With a bit of God's help and quick feet, I may be able to get to the lodge, then straight to the station before the last train leaves. My back, it hurts so bad. I haven't walked so quickly since I was a first grader.
Şurada var. Şuradaki labirenti Nikolay'la araştırmıştık. Gizli hazineyi bulmuştuk. Oraya gidip götürecek mi acaba? Merak ettim Benedek'i.
Those shrubs look poisonous. I'm staying away from it.
Tabela.
Goldin.
Girelim bakalım içeri.
It's empty, but I can see some fresh drops of blood in there. Disgusting. It shows a caped man preaching to a group of children. The man has darkness for a face. It's named Pula. I think I heard of this town having a very tall church tower with loud bells. I see a scared man who just got out of the woods. His face is pale and eyes wide open. Someone tried to depict a gathering of witches in a funny way. They are laughing and having a good time. It's a disgrace. Witches are not something to joke about. The artist should be punished. It depicts angels flying above a restless sea, hands rising from the water, calling for help.
Arkadaşlar, ben yanlış hatırlamıyorsam bir önceki bölümde bu tablolarda Nikolay'da farklı tablo görünüyordu. Eski şeye bir bakacağım. Tablolar gerçekten farklı mıydı değil miydi? Yanlış hatırlamıyorsam farklı görünüyordu. Sarı Kral.
All alone here? Where's everyone else? Where's your owner?
Come over here! Through the passage!
Geçidin içinden.
Antun Fero Istarski. A man proudly seated in his king-sized chair.
Evet.
Surrounded
Nikolay'da
by
farklı bir
cats.
tablo vardı burada.
Could be someone important. It looks shockingly similar to the cat in the lobby. It has a menacing stance, as if safeguarding its master. A congress of felines. Some people worship them and think they are superior animals.
Burada farklı tablo vardı. Hatta duvar da farklıydı. Luka'yla konuşalım.
The king says you are here to see that friend of yours.
I'm trying to find Nikolay, not a friend.
I don't know the man's name, but since we don't get many visitors, that must be him. If you find him, tell him he owes me a pack of matches. I had to light a lot of candles because of him.
Why? What happened?
When he got in here, all the lights in the lodge went out. I've never felt a stronger, more bone-chilling draft in my life.
Where did he go afterwards?
Certainly not back through the lobby, as the door was closed. He could only have gone in one direction, into the tower. And from there, who knows? This building is full of secret passageways.
What caused the draft?
Yani bu
I
rüzgar
don't
ne sebep
know.
oldu?
Something from the tower, I
Bir şey
suppose.
sebep
The
olmuş
king
olması
does
lazım.
not want to tell me. He's playing awfully coy about this.
Nikolay didn't cause the draft then.
Yes, he did. He used the warden's walking stick to open the secret passage. This hallway leads to Mr. Golden's room, where your friend was headed. He caused the draft.
Could you go upstairs and check for him? I can wait in the lobby.
No, I've never been in this part of the lodge before. Never in the tower. And never in the warden's room. No way. He's your friend. You should go.
I already told you he's not my friend.
Whatever. You have no choice. The king is telling me you have to go in there. On one
Neymiş şartı?
I won't see him anymore. So you have to pay for his debt.
What would that be?
I'll give you a clue. What do I need to repel darkness in the lodge?
Kibrit, kibrit.
You need to stop believing in that king of yours. Turn to God instead.
I need something that makes fire. That's all. Pay for the debt, and I'll let you go upstairs.
Who is your king?
The king in yellow. He who opens passages.
Where is he?
Spiritually, everywhere. Physically, right now, in the lobby.
Şu kedi, sarı kedi.
A cat is your king?
He is everyone's king. He only chooses to appear as a cat. Do not deceive yourself in thinking he is merely a pet. He gets angry easily, and you don't want to get him angry.
Here, Nikolay's debt.
You may go into the tower now.
Garip bir insan. Hepsi bir garip.
Where are you going?
Now that I have this matchbox, I have work to do.
Couldn't you at least wait here?
Sorry, sir. I wasn't supposed to even see the hallway. I'm sure that god of yours will help you get out of there.
Wait! I could have just left this town. Sometimes I don't understand myself.
Çık yukarı Benedek. Bakalım ne başımıza gelecek, neler olacak hep birlikte göreceğiz sevgili
This
dostlar.
room appears empty, but the candles are still lit. The book's title is An Inhabitant of Sabor.
Sabırın yerlisi.
A couple of books regarding the human mind, and a quill that was used on a piece of paper to draw. 7 symbols, all very different from one another. The round one could be an iteration of the accursed evil eye. Wooden twigs tied with tiny threads, or plant roots. 3 triangles tied in the middle, with another
benziyor.
twig.
Blair
This is
cadısındaki
beyond my
şekle
interest of
benziyor.
knowing. It must be witchcraft, or something to worship the devil. I could be wrong, but there seems to be something reflective at the end of the hole. I'd need something long enough to reach it. Using one of these might help me to reach the end of that hole.
Aynen öyle. Yürü.
could be wrong, but there seems to be something reflective at the end of the hole. I'd need something long enough to reach it.
Bir dakika. Baston.
The warden's secret passage.
Gizli geçit.
It could be a trap, but I have no other choice. I have to descend. It was a harrowing walk. There was no light. Every step I made was a danger. The child at the end of the pier surely must have seen Nikolay and the warden come out of here. I should ask.
Nikolay'da kayık vardı. Nikolay'ı kaçırdı herhalde o müdür. Anton'la konuş bakalım.
Hi, little one. Can I ask you some questions?
I'm not little one. I'm Anton.
Anton, have you seen anyone coming out of that tunnel?
I saw you.
That is good, but anyone before me?
2 men. One had the eyes of a dead man.
Eyes of a dead man. Was he dead?
He was breathing. The warden dragged him.
Bayıldığı için olabilir tahminimce.
Where did they go?
They drove away with the boat. Disappeared into the fog.
Do you come here often?
Fishing. Yes,
So you know the warden?
of course. He is always good to me. Always gives me food. Says I have to gain weight.
You think he took the other man to the asylum?
No. He uses the boat only when meeting with the moon ghouls. They always go to the same place. It's on the other side of the lake.
How do you know about that place?
My mother Evelina told me all about it. Nothing else is in that direction.
What did she say about the place?
Klek. That is the name. When night falls, witches gather on that hill. They sing and dance in front of 3 white fingers. Mother says they once belonged to an evil giant.
Who belonged? The fingers or the witches?
Fingers! Witches come to Klek to call the demons from the mountain. They make and eat babies together.
What kind of woman tells stories like this to a child? You saw the moon ghouls?
More than once.
And they did nothing to you?
They could not. Dr. Hatur was taking them away with the boat.
Are they man or beast?
Both. Their whole body is yellow. They don't have faces. Their faces are shadows.
Isn't it dangerous to be out at this hour of night?
Day, night, it's all the same to me. The only thing that matters is to finally find my mother and father.
Where are they?
In the lake. Hiding from me.
Who told you that?
Evelina.
And now you are here fishing for your parents?
Yes, but they don't love my skin. Or maybe they can't smell it in the water of the lake. I don't know.
I have to go now.
What are you going to do?
I'm going back home, leaving this place of death.
Leaving the man you're looking for?
I don't care what he got into and what my sister did. I'm leaving.
Mother Evelina would be angry at me. She says God would never forget if I did something mean to others. God would be angry.
Unfortunately, you're right, little one. He would be angry. I will try to find Nikolay. I'll help him to get away from the warden, and then he's on his own to find Victoria. I won't stay here any longer than that. I will not die here. Who could help me get to Klek?
You need a boat. You can't walk there. It is too far away. And you can't swim. Harley is home to my mother and father. They would be angry if you did.
So, where can I find a boat?
On my way here, I always pass by the old man. He has a boat. Arsen is his name. Just walk into the woods left of the lodge. His house is on a small island.
Take care, little one.
Take care, little priest. And if you see my mother and father, please tell them I'm waiting here.
Şimdi çocuk bize ne demişti? Bir dakika abi. Bana bir kayık lazım. Arsen diye birinde kayık olduğunu söyledi. Onu bulmamız lazım. Yürü bakalım. Benedek.
Which path should I take?
Ormanın içinden yürüyelim bakalım. Buradan var. Buradan var. Buradan yürümek istiyorum. Tercihimi bu taraftan yana kullanayım bakalım ne olacak.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me.
Daire.
It's man-made, in the form of a sacred shape. A black magic circle for rituals.
Kara büyü halkası. Yani bunlar şey mi? Kara büyüyle falan mı uğraşıyor acaba?
Even a mere tree root looks evil in this place. I feel it will grab me at any moment.
Buradan var, buradan var. Buradan gidelim bakalım.
Lifeless and noxious.
Nehrin cansız ve tiksinç olduğunu söyledim. O ne ya? Karşıda insanlar var.
Dear God, those are corpses. Not that it gives me much comfort, but at first I thought they were ghosts.
Ben de
Natural
hayal
gallows.
sandım ama.
With their long, strong branches, these trees serve as a perfect opportunity for those who want to commit the mortal sin of suicide. I wish unto these poor souls eternal torment in the afterlife. A very weird and creepy form they have. It's like looking at a petrified herd of giant spiders. Small, with blood-red leaves. I'm going to act on a hunch this time and follow this crawling tree. I was right. Crawling, blood-red leaves.
Bu kan kırmızı çiçeklerde yapraklı ağacın küçüğünden şeyler vardı şu satıcı kızda.
The place where the tree with blood-red leaves grows from. This looks like a burial mound. I think I know what happens to Ida's mother. I should talk to Ida.
Bu şey. Şu satıcı kızın. De önce bir ormanda yürüyelim sonra şey yaparız.
The place where the tree with blood-red leaves grows from. This looks like a burial mound. I think I know what happens to Ida's mother. I should talk to Ida.
Ne diyor? Tamam. İda'nın annesiyle de konuşacağız da.
The natural gallows of Sveti Kotar's valley. I wonder how many have taken their life here.
Buradan yol yok. Tekrar geri mi dönüyoruz yani? Anladığım kadarıyla öyle oluyor. Tekrar geri dönüyoruz.
That path seems to lead nowhere. All I see are rotten tree trunks and naturally formed mounds.
Buradan gideceğiz. Başka yol yok çünkü. Öbür taraftan gittik. Hani İda'nın annesiyle ilgili şeyi öğrendik. Sıkıntıyı öğrendik. Abi Oradan
Which path should I take?
tamam, direkt git abi bu tarafa. Orası geri dönüşmüş, onu öğrendik. Tamam. Riba.
This drawing reminds me of an ichthys, a secret symbol of early Christians. An old boat. It's covered with a tarp.
Niye branda çekilmiş acaba? İlginç. Şimdi gidelim bakalım, şu amcayla bir görüşelim. Bize kayını verecek mi?
Arson?
Who is it?
It's Benedek, sir. Sorry to disturb you, but I've been told you could help me.
Who told you that?
A boy named Anton?
What do you want?
I need to get to the other side of the lake. It's important.
You can walk or swim.
How long would it take me to get to Klek on foot?
Click. Probably a day.
The
Jenny.
lake doesn't look inviting to dip in, and it's cold.
Didn't you just say it's important? If it is, you can do it. Why would you want to visit that damned locality?
A man I'm trying to find could be there.
You strangers, why even come to this town?
It wasn't my choice.
Either way, you are a captive now.
Ne
We
esiri
are
ya?
all captives of this place. Imprisoned souls waiting for our savior.
Sir, with all due respect, this town needs a legion of exorcists to be saved.
It needs just one soul with pure faith. One man, one soul to free us all.
Is that boat over there yours?
What are you, Benedek?
What do you mean?
I don't know you. You don't live here. Who are you?
I am Benedek Dohnani. I serve God.
You are a priest.
A monk from Budapest.
Good. We shall continue this conversation then.
Did you know Yakov Prenger?
He was our priest and a good friend of mine.
I heard he disappeared.
On a full moon night, like many others in the past.
And that's it? No one knows what happened to him?
I'm afraid all we can do is pray for his soul.
What places do you recommend I visit while in town?
You don't get to explore this place. If it doesn't devour you first, then only by the grace of God did you escape its swallow. We are surrounded by Carcassa in every direction. The Udav mountain above us, and the Henna River and Lake Holly lay dead below. No animals live in this valley, except for the damned crows. Nothing grows or breathes inside these waters. We see death everywhere.
People still live here. It amazes me.
This is a valley of righteous men and women. We may be scared, with one foot in our graves, but we never lose faith, and we never succumb to darkness. A day will come when the light will win.
What do you know about the moon ghouls?
They are everywhere. In the water, in the town, and the forest, on the mountain, and in the mala.
Mala? What is that?
It's what you strangers call fog. Hell, Even some Katarians call it that because they
O ne
don't
be?
know or don't want to accept the truth.
The moon ghouls are in the fog?
Mala is not what it seems to be. It is not fog. You feel any humidity? Have you noticed the ground?
It is completely dry.
Because Mala is not a mass of water particles.
Bu sise mala diyorlar.
What is Mala then?
The remains of dead Saborans, or as many prefer to call them, moon ghouls. They think if they don't pronounce the tribe's true name that they will be safe, which is nothing but a fallacy.
Like I said and thought 100 times before, this place is doomed.
We just need one man, a savior. Someone like our Ivan Kotar from the past.
Siz gerçekten hepiniz kafayı yemişsiniz yani.
What do you do here?
Trying to stay alive for as long as possible.
I mean, what do you do for a living?
I sell fish.
Burada balık satarım diyorsun. Gölde balık yok diyordu.
You fish in the lake?
I never did. The waters are dead. Nothing grows or lives in them. Fish are sent to me every once in a while from other regions in Croatia. I have friends, mostly in Istria.
That old camper across the bridge is yours?
Yes, it was home to my parents before they settled in Sveti Kotar. They were...
Wanderers?
I wanted to say fools. I loved them, but for God's sake, why choose this town to start a family?
We don't get to pick our parents, and yet whatever they do, we never stop loving them.
Maybe it's not love. Maybe we are cursed the
Nasıl bir
moment we are
lanetse
born.
yani.
What did last night's effigy symbolize?
You were there?
Unfortunately.
I never do. I don't like crowded places. But I could see the fire from here, and it was beautiful. We torch it every year on the day of our patron saint, Ivan Kotar. The giant symbolizes a member of the Saboran tribe.
Yesterday was October 28th. What happened on that day?
The day Ivan Kotar was murdered.
Murdered?
Yes, we celebrate, nay, glorify the final moment of Kotar's long sacrifice for our ancestors, and thus, for us.
Who murdered him?
Decapitated by Vatican emissaries.
For what reason?
Accused of allying himself with the darkness from the mountain. It was such a horrible, horrible decision. Poor man gave his life for this town and its inhabitants, only to end up locked in his room
İlginç bir şey.
and ultimately slain like an animal.
The more I hear about this town and its mysteries, I just can't believe it.
Aynen, kasaba ve gizemleri çok şey yani.
Have you seen a female stranger lately?
No,
No? Without even giving it a thought first?
no one visits me except Ida, the souvenir shopkeeper. I am sure I saw no female strangers in years.
About the boat.
You can't have it.
Oh, I didn't mean... I've never used one. I thought that maybe you could go with me.
No, the boat is occupied and no one can use it. And even if it wasn't, I am too old and too weak to board it.
Occupied by what?
You have my permission to uncover the top.
Why don't you just tell me?
It's better if you see it with your own eyes.
Ya var ki brandanın altına, çok merak ettim.
Do you know anyone else who could lend me a boat?
No one goes to the lake. There are no other boats.
That's a lie. What about the boat at the lodge?
You don't want to find yourself on that one. It belongs to the asylum. I'm the only one with a boat. No other inhabitant has one. Why would they? There's nothing here, and it's dangerous.
Excuse me.
Şimdi bakalım ne varmış şu kayıkta. Çok merak ettim yani.
Oh my God.
Ceset.
Two bodies. Two children. Long dead. Why the priest's robe and nun's habit? I've never seen a wood so dark in color as this one. It's almost like coal.
Şu adamla bir daha konuşalım bakalım.
It's me again. You keep the corpses of two children in your boat?
My father and mother were small people. Midgets, as some would say.
What are they doing in there?
Laying peacefully in their temporary grave.
Why the massive cross on top?
To protect them from the moon ghouls. Faith is the only thing that wards them off. But not for long.
Was it torched? The wood is very dark.
I made it from the trees that grow behind my house. I would never torch a cross.
They were clergy?
No. I dressed them as such to protect their bodies. The moon ghouls eat flesh, and they don't care if it's warm or cold.
A temporary grave?
They were recently exhumed, and I had to take care of them.
I don't understand. Who exhumed them?
Henry, the priest of Sveti Kotar. He banished me from the church, and so my parents had to move out from the town's graveyard. Soil outside the church walls is tainted. The boat was the safest place.
What sin have you committed to have been banished?
Son, we are all original sinners, waiting for redemption.
We are, but you did something to deserve it.
God knows that is not the truth. Listen, talk to Henry. Reason with him. He must unban me.
Why would I do that?
Because you need the boat. If Henry accepts, I could move my parents back into their grave and the boat would be free again.
It's an opportunity to fulfill Father Imre's wish as well. You have no intention of telling me what you did?
I don't know. One day, he just said we are not
şey yapmış
welcome
olman
anymore.
lazım mutlaka.
You have to ask him.
Where can I find his church?
The Church of Ivan Kotar. Go back through the square, find the police station, then follow the alley to your right. Just be sure not to stray into Kuga. Wicked, evil people wander the former school district. They have no soul and have lost all faith.
I'll see what I can do.
He's not an easy man to talk to, but maybe he'll be more reasonable with you, monk.
Excuse me.
Şimdi Arsen'in yasağını kaldır ve kayıyı al. Şimdi Arsen'in yasağını kaldıracağız. Bizim acilen kasabaya bir dönmemiz lazım.
It's locked. Only silence and darkness from inside. Those shrubs look poisonous. I'm staying away from it.
Hadi kasabaya dön artık.
Which path should I take?
Abi ben kasabaya nasıl döneceğim peki?
I see pentagrams, and the letters V, M, I, and K. These are witch marks, carvings created to ward off evil spirits from the house. I don't want to look at those corpses anymore.
Buradan Buradan dönüyor olalım ne olur kasabaya. Şimdi İda'ya bir gidelim. Oyunu bitirmeden önce.
Madam?
Hello.
You knew Yakov Prenger?
Our former priest. I knew who he was, but I never really had a chance to speak to him. Why?
I heard he went missing.
Many people still go missing, vanishing without trace, as if they never existed. I heard this about Yakov too. Sorry I couldn't tell you more, but I really don't know anything else.
Do you know anyone who could lend me a boat?
There's only one man with a boat in this town, and his name is Arsen.
Are you completely sure? The lake is huge. There should be more of them.
It's Arsen or nothing. What do you need a boat for?
I need it to get to Klek.
Beware, Klek is on the list of forbidden places. You think Victoria is there?
Could be.
Then I wish you luck. Try talking to Arsen. I think he'll help you. Swimming or going on foot would be suicide.
I found a mound deep inside the forest.
What kind of mound?
A burial mound, I believe.
How could you... Why are you telling me this?
I've seen trees that serve as gallows. They were in the vicinity of the mound.
Oh, the purgatory trees.
Why purgatory?
It's where people go to purify themselves from this place before entering heaven, one of the many beliefs preventing this town from falling into complete madness.
The mound is completely overgrown by the crawling tree.
And?
It was man-made, erected over what I believe is a grave. A crawling kind of tree with blood-red leaves led me to the mound.
Blood red.
The same color and kind of tree you have here.
I still don't understand. Why are you telling me these things?
Have you ever been there?
No, not that I recall. I don't know. Why?
I think you did. And the mound is actually your mother's burial place.
What?
You said her neck bent awkwardly.
To one side, as if it's broken.
Her eyes turned blood red, and you heard her scream.
Correct.
What kind of scream?
I don't know. I'd say as if someone was trying to suffocate her.
I believe you saw your mother dying on one of the purgatory trees.
What?
It was probably too painful to cope with the truth, so your mind tricked you into thinking you were not with her when that happened. Can you try to remember?
The trees, and the corpses, and spiders. Were there spiders?
Shrubs that look like giant spiders. I saw them too.
I
You
know.
must have seen the moment when she hanged herself. That is why you remember the neck bending to one side and how she screamed while suffocating.
The blood-red leaves. I remember them now. The ground was full of them. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of blood-red leaves.
You were right and the police were wrong. She didn't go into Carcassa alone. You were with her. Can you remember why?
Oh, Mother. My dear Mother, I miss you so much.
Kadın mı öldürdü?
I let you do it. I helped you find the place. My mother, she couldn't bear the pain anymore. It was so painful watching her wither like a rose in winter. What am I going to say to my father now? He knew nothing of her agony. She didn't want him to know.
Yani direkt ona gerçeği
Tell him
söyle.
the
En
truth.
güzeli o.
He'll understand. Or don't. Sometimes a lie can do more good than the truth itself.
Thank you, Benedek. Whenever I go into the forest, I always avoid that place. I always did, even before that fateful day with my mother. If it wasn't for you, I would have never found out what really happened to her. I don't remember burying her. I don't remember taking the trees. Nothing after her death.
Maybe revisiting the place could help you out. Think about it. Or just leave it in peace.
Maybe I'll go, but not alone. Thank you, my dear monk.
No need to thank me. Excuse me.
Sure.
Okey. İda'nın annesini bulduk. İda'nın sırrını da ortaya çıkarttık. Şimdi kiliseye gitmemiz lazım. Kayık için kayığı alabilmemiz için bu rahiple görüşmemiz gerekiyor. Onu bir sonraki bölümde yapacağız. Umarım videoyu beğenmişsinizdir. Her zaman olduğu gibi her şey gönlünüzce olsun diyorum. Kapanış sözümüz neydi sevgili dostlar? Oyunsuz kalmayın. YouTube kanalında kalın. Sizleri çok seviyorum. Hoşça kalın sevgili dostlar.